Hey there everyone! Now, I've been letting this game sit for a while before doing a review, because I really wanted to know how I felt. I didn't want to be misled by the immediate enjoyment that I felt playing through this game. I wanted to give my real thoughts, not just the rose-tinted ones. And I've seen many reviews on this game ranging from excellent to honestly and mostly middling and negative. And that seems to come from a general mindset of the setting and characters being derivative. But I think people are looking at those aspects, well, completely wrong. And while a game or story may not be the first of its kind to have ever done its concepts or ideas, or even be an utterly unique or unheard of setting, it doesn't mean that an old concept can't be pulled off expertly. And while I've said this before, I think this game just may be a masterpiece in its own right. And while yes, that term is strong, the game delivers and achieves in exactly what it sets out to do. And at the moment right now, it may just be my favorite strategy RPG ever. As someone may look at Redemption Reapers and see its world and characters and say, that's just not for me. And that's okay, but I maintain the belief that something may not be perfect for everyone, but if the game nails what it sets out to do, and then all it really needs to do is find its right audience. And while Redemption Reapers is not shooting for the stars in its premise, and what it does seek to do is execute a war-torn classic dark fantasy, and to do it well. And if I introduce the right audience for it here in this review, then all the better.
The details.
Redemption Reapers follows the Ashen Hawk Brigade, a group of mercenaries with harsh histories fighting against the invading Mort hordes, with an immediate harrowing atmosphere, one of pessimism and horror, where you truly feel it might be the end for humanity. This is something that sets the game apart right from the jump. The game nails the atmosphere it's going for, constantly feeling like there's something waiting for you just on the edges of the map. With few games I've played being able to deliver on this aspect so well. Always feeling like you're outmatched with a somber and sometimes intense soundtrack that always keeps you on edge. This game just has something about it you need to experience for yourselves. But this is a strategy RPG, so how does it hold up? In my opinion, this game begins with great strategic gameplay that constantly has me thinking about my next few moves. When I play SRPGs, I always try to think ahead, but this game actually had me stopping and thinking how I'd move a certain character 3 moves after, and how that positioning would affect an enemy that would come down if I moved him exactly how I wanted. I truly felt strategic playing this game, not just like I was throwing unstoppable cannons at mobs. Because this game can be truly challenging. When I saw a new enemy type appear on the battlefield, I would immediately try and gather info on them, as one new type could completely change your strategy. How you hang back or rush towards a chest to get that little extra reward. Setting up characters' positioning and how your units affect one another is key to completing maps, as deciding who strikes first can make an encounter blissful or hellish. A key aspect of this game is the resource management. Weapons all have a durability that costs money to repair or upgrade. And let me tell you, materials and money are extremely tight in this game. Do not go in just buying this haphazardly or upgrading the wrong weapon, as you may soon find yourself in a tough situation without the resources to survive. And I know this can be an unpleasant thing for some gamers, and personally, I usually agree. But when you kind of get a sense for it, it just feels right for the in-game world. And I actually enjoyed and felt satisfaction in how I planned my weapon usage. As you gain XP from attacking, but you also lose durability with each swing. So it's a cost and reward system that I honestly loved. Another aspect is upgrading your characters, which is also super addictive, with you always trying to find the best combination, the best level up. Seriously, you really have to look and decide carefully what build and skills you give to each character. The game had me being more meticulous in my planning than any game before it, and I would somehow lose hours of my playtime to just planning how my skills would combine best. P.S. Make Sarah a dodge tank, it's OP. Which is a great segue into talking about those characters. Let's start off with the voice acting, being somehow great and not so great at the same time, with just a sense of uncanniness appearing sometimes. Yet, the characters are all still very interesting and lovable that you don't care, or it even adds to the atmosphere of the game. While I found reviews complaining that the Ashen Hawk Brigade didn't feel close at first or seemed to just be their archetype, I disagree. The Brigade just does not always see eye to eye. These are characters that have a past, and those pasts lead them to different beliefs. These are mercenaries not brought together through love, but through survival and goals. And while it may take many hours for you to get the backstories of these characters or really see the good character moments that they have, there's a lot hinted from early on about their pasts and histories, and that's especially so when you make sure to get all the relics. But it is true that it takes a while for you to know the more nuanced aspects of the story. So at the start, it can feel a little dry. Speaking of relics though, pick up every relic you find on the maps, because the lore and background context you get from these is amazing and honestly heartbreaking, and adds a huge amount of depth in the beginning of the game. It really shows you the true horror and darkness of what this world is going through. Also, for the Naruto fans out there, the voice actor for Jiraiya is in this, and that just threw me off guard when I heard him. But I want to leave you with these last two comments. One, know going in that as the game progresses, battles can get very long. You can spend over an hour on a single map sometimes. And two, play this game, because with everything I said, I had an absolute blast with it. And honestly, it may almost be a masterpiece to me, with it just achieving what it sets out to do. With that, thank you everybody for watching. I'm the Just History Guy. Please like, subscribe, and share and comment down below. Have a great day.